Good morning. Morning. Thankful for a new day to trade. Hopefully we'll have us some good, solid success today. I haven't made any trades yet, but I'm going to give my disclaimer. Remember, this is educational purposes only, not financial advice. Shorting small caps is very risky. So 7 o'clock news is coming out right now. See if there's anything worth trading, but I haven't made, like I said, I haven't made any trades today. I haven't been up very long. I do have WHLR. I hate I missed this this retest, but there'll be some more opportunity here. Make sure I have my TradeZero pulled up. I do, or my trade ideas. I got too many things that starts with trade. Good morning, Ordo. Good morning. Hello, Joseph. Appreciate the likes, guys. Appreciate it. And thanks for dropping all that knowledge in the chat, Ordo. RIME, getting a little pop, I see. SPRC as well. Geez, what is the story with this one? Ooh, the locates are crazy expensive. SPRC. I'll get it pulled up. I don't know if I have the stomach to pay that high in locate, so. Where is it? Oh, it's right here at the 200. Oh, kind of want it. So I got me a little entry here since it was approaching the, but I got to do some due diligence with this one. I don't know much about it. Merger news, Israeli electric vehicle market. So the locates on this was more than I normally like to pay. SPRC, it was like $50 for 200 shares. Oh, it's got a baby float too. 500,000. So if this starts going against me, I'm just gonna get out. JT is long on SPRC. I hope you're wrong and I'm right, but let's see. I do like that it's going to struggle to get over, or it may potentially struggle to get over the 200 right here, but we'll see. Yeah, locates were pricey. Normally don't pay $50 for 200 shares, but I like where this is on the chart. But I do not like that it has 500,000 float. So if it goes against me, I'll just get out pretty quick. Crazy how expensive these locates were, but it makes sense. There's only 500,000 shares. Probably not a lot of shares available to short. I like that we're getting some hesitation at this level though. Again, not promising it's going to flush here, but it's acknowledging this level. RIME. Yeah, I saw it moving a little earlier, but I want to see it higher. Looks like it's flushing. Seems like the news is actually decent. SPRC. I mean, it's hard to really know about this merger news. The market usually likes small cap merger news. Most of y'all probably know that. And this has 500,000 float. And is it an EV manufacturer too? Wait. A clinical stage pharmaceutical company announced that shareholders have approved its merger with Automax Motors. Significant deviation from pharmaceuticals. That's weird, whatever. But I've seen weirder things, but that's weird to me. So weird. I'm not crazy, am I? Yeah, Alex. Yeah, you agree? Like what? That's fishy to me, but whatever. The way I look at it is when there's such a dramatic business deviation, it often indicates challenges, in the core therapeutic pipeline. So imagine a company that's doing something very well. Are they doing this? No, they're not doing this. Just imagine if you're not going to see like Johnson and Johnson have a merger with, an EV company. Johnson and Johnson and Lucid Motors. You're not going to see that. But yeah, it's definitely acknowledging this level. So we'll see how this plays out, but it's the only one I'm really looking at right now. Rhyme, that was a pretty good retest of its previous highs. Might start doing some due diligence on this one, but I do want to see it a little bit higher. Kind of want it to rip a little more, to be honest. It's not high enough for me, and there's a lot. Well, it is kind of challenging these levels right now, but I want to see it get a little higher. One, to steal attention from SPRC, and two, it's only up like what, 20%, 30%. But if this keeps hanging around this level, I'll feel good, because eventually it'll get attention stolen from it. But since it's a low float, if it breaks past this level and holds, I'll probably get out pretty quick because these 500,000 float, they can move against you very quick. I'm trying to avoid them for the most part, but with this one approaching the 200, I think it's a good play. Trash company though. Only 3.4 months of cash. 3% institutional ownership. High offering risk. $2 million market cap. That's a baby market cap. I think my local gas station has a bigger market cap than that. Jesus. So we're getting a little flush here. Let's see what it does around VWAP. It definitely could bounce here. But I'm only got in 200 shares because the price was low. The price for the locates were $50 for 200 shares. So I got to let it fall a little bit more just to cover those. What's Rhyme doing? Nice flush if you're in it. SPRC might flush here, but with sellers coming in and not being able to move the price down seems risky. I mean, it's looking like it's moving down to me. But yeah, no, it's not my favorite play I've ever been in, that's for sure. Because of the market cap, but I mean the float. Oh, it's too early. I get those mixed up every morning. Alex, I didn't even think about that. 2 million, pretty low to be listed. Yeah, 2 million is very low. Yeah, didn't even think about that. Yeah, well, it's just like when you see companies start deviating from their core, you rarely do that if their core is, you know, I'm not talking about like casually dabbling in new things, but like a merger with a car company and pharmaceutical, like what? Good morning, Colin. We're just out here shorting pharmaceutical and auto companies merging, no big deal. Super normal. Yes, Alex, I have trade ideas on. Appreciate it. I'd already tested it this morning, but my volume's down, so I missed it. So rhyme. But thank you. Just realized because when I'm on work calls, I have to mute this computer so it doesn't yell out RIME. Because it's happened so many times. But everybody at my job knows I trade, so I try to limit the stock announcements while I'm on calls. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I didn't want to say it, but I never rewatch these lives, but I had to pull that one up, and I took a little video of it and sent it to a few friends. I was like, look at this. On the daily, do you trust the 200 MA more or the 200 EMA, the SMA way more? What's interesting is Ross uses, or somebody was telling me this, I think it was Colin or somebody was talking about how he uses the EMA. Yeah, it was Colin. And interestingly enough, the SMA is way more accurate for me, especially on the daily with the 200. I mean, you can see it right here. They went straight to it and it paused. And again, I'm not going to pretend like that happens every time, but it definitely acknowledges this level more. Because if I pull up, I'll show
CWD.
Well, I was going to show you a test, but I'm getting another one because it's not going to be as close for the EMA. CWD, it's up about 20%. That's, I'm just going to have to get used to these pops, I guess. I'm going to let it move a little bit more. Starting to rip up a little higher, 30%. I'm getting a little flush on it finally. Definitely covered my locates at least. Money rotation. So I'm out of it. Probably jumped out a little too soon, but made 160 bucks for a very small position. I'll take it. It's just a little funky. I like I said, I probably jumped out a little too quick because it's still flushing, but with these 500,000 market cap, I did it again. Float, 500,000 float. Even though the market cap is not much higher than that, I take profit pretty quick because I don't want these to go against me. CWD, that was a nice move. CWD, digital asset treasury, I think it's what Ordo said. So yeah, made a little over 150 bucks on this one. I've been playing small overall because I'm trying to make it to the month and not have a bad blow up, to be honest. Because I'm like right at 40K on the month and there's 2 days left. Yeah, it wasn't a bad play, and I've already sold my locates back. I'm trying to see what I'll get for it. I'm probably not going to play it again just because of the float size. Anyway, so to go back to what we were talking about, worst one. Do I have anything hidden here that I'm not using? Well, let me add another indicator. Let's see. No, so I'm going to have to. What can I take away? I'll just remove the volume for now. Show you what I'm talking about. Bro, I just removed something. What? That's weird. Is it going to let me add the volume back now? I wonder if the volume doesn't count as an indicator. That's weird. How about this? I'll pull it up right here. SPRC. So I'll just remove the pivots for this one. So if I do the 200 here for the EMA, and then I pull up the daily, wait, where's it even at? This is supposed to be easy. Oh, here it is. This is probably the one I should have clicked. So if I do 200, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But the point is, do a test and look at where the 200 is, the EMA versus the SMA, and they're usually drastically different. What am I doing wrong? It's down here on this chart. Why is it not showing on the daily? Oh, see, it's all the way, that's why it's all the way up here. So this is the EMA. And this is a bad example because usually what it is like $1 or $2 away from the 200 SMA, but like it's drastically different. This one's a little extreme, but and it still acknowledges the EMA sometimes when it's around these levels, but it just seems to, long story short, it just seems to acknowledge the SMA a little better. It's usually not this drastic of a difference. Ooh, that was too complicated. Okay, CWD. It's starting to get in an area that I like now. So I'm gonna see what the locates look like. We're at 50% now. And see, this is why I didn't jump in too early. There were multiple levels with this one that I wanted it to get to first. 250 is a little bit of a psychological level. We'll start getting some entries right here. So I got my starter, 250. We're at 50% gain, so. Trend Rater. Oh, so Treasury news is risky to short. Sometimes. When crypto is bullish, yes. When crypto is not bullish, no. Last I checked, Solana was ripping yesterday. I think Ethereum too. Let me pull it up. Oh, it's still going up. I mean, at quick glance, my crypto profile is definitely higher than it was. So I mean, it looks like it's still maintaining. One of my biggest crypto, or my third biggest crypto position is Solana, actually. Then Ethereum and Bitcoin. And it looks like Solana's been the biggest gainer the last few days. plans to buy and stake Chainlink. Yeah, I don't know much about Chainlink. I'm not going to pretend to know much about them or about that asset. So my average is here. I had another average waiting right here at 279. It didn't get filled, unfortunately, because that I would be in a much better position. But my average is still 250. So if it gets back up here, I moved it down to 275 to ensure I get filled if there's a retest. But yeah. This PRC keep falling? Yeah, it kept falling. Did my locate sell? Yeah, I got not bad. So I paid $50 for, yeah, I paid $50 for 200 shares and I got $22 back. So that's not too bad. Probably in high demand right now because people are probably going to try to play this flush, which is probably smart. But again, that I try to get closer to the top, catch the initial move, and I'll write them down sometimes, but I don't enter on red candles. Getting a little green candle here, so might not be a bad pop to play, but I'm not. So the EMA is at 1150. Yeah, yeah. Unique to TradeZero. And tell me if I'm wrong, anybody that's listening, but a couple people I've talked to that use other brokers, they don't have that option. I know AskEdgar, Lightspeed or Lightstream or whatever it's called, and Oceans don't do it. They don't do it from my understanding. And then I trade enough volume on TradeZero that they give me a little bit of anywhere from 7.5% to 10% discount on my locate. So between that and selling them back, you can get away playing some of these positions without spending too much. But again, I want to be clear about the locate. So sometimes I'll pay $4 and then they might only give me 40 cents back for the same 1,000. So the reason why this one still was higher was because it's still a play. So if I would have waited till it already faded and the play's over, if I tried to sell them back, I probably wouldn't have got much because there's not a big demand for the locates. Right now, there apparently still is. So if they're selling them for $50, they'll probably buy them back for me for $20 and then flip it and make the difference. But yeah, I just try to treat it like a business. I trade under entity. So if I can get some money back for locates I'm not using, I'll try to do it, but I forget a lot of times. So we're getting a little bit of a flush here. Didn't really take advantage of it, though. I probably should have since I don't have the best average. $7.30. Let's see if there's any PR comes out to distract people from CWD because it's kind of getting the money flow right now. About 8 million shares. Nothing crazy, but with RIME dying and SPRC dying, Good morning, T-Mac. Colin, would you say where is Steven this morning? I think
SMX.
I think he had some schedule changes, so he has to go in a little early now. SMX, we're getting a nice little pop here. Ooh, I'm going to grab some locates on this thing. Oh wait, it didn't give me my locate. What happened there? So I'm getting pulled up now. Sorry for the delay. SMX. I'm getting locate, trying to figure out a few positions out there. What do we want to look at? So the daily. Oh, nice little flush here. We'll cover some. Let's go. Unfortunately, I had majority of my shares waiting at 495, but caught the flush, made a little bit on it. I'll take it. Kind of little baby wins on the day, but it's kind of how I've been trading lately, honestly. Just little win here, little win there. It's been a lot more stress-free, I can tell you that. John Smith, SPRC, well known, is Israeli pump and dumper. Write it down, make that cash. Yeah, I'm already out of it and already sold my shares back. I played it up here, wrote it down to about 6. I'm just staying away because now and because it's only a 500,000 share float. But you're probably right. I mean, it looks like it's going to fade. It's a 2 million market cap. Like it's a baby company. Or baby market cap. I said 295. Well, no, that was the other play, but I do have some entries here at 279 if it gets back. Actually, I think I moved it down to 275. Let me see. Yeah, I moved it down to 275. But I do have some waiting here at 295 too. This one had a few levels that looked interesting. So this is a digital treasury play, I think. Actually, I'm trusting y'all's judgment on that. I don't know if I look. Oh, I did look. It was chain. So now I got some more shares because it got to my 275. But as it, like I was saying though, if it stays bullish though, if it keeps breaking new highs, consolidate or either consolidating or coming back to VWAP and making another move up, I'm not going to keep playing this one on its move up. I'll cut at VWAP, and I already took some profit. Very little though, because my average wasn't the best, but more just trim my size down more than anything and made a few bucks. Just so my share count was low because I had a feeling it was going to make another move up. So now my average is 268. So about where it's at right now. Not the best, but I'll take it for now. Good call, John Smith. Looks like it's going to keep fading. So on this move right here, I got out a little more at break even just to get my share count down because I want to add more in the 280s if it gets back up there, 279. So I'm only in 500 shares now. I mostly trade off the 5, but if I want to get like more granular detail, I'll look at the 1 minute. It's just easy to get faked out on the 1 minute. 5 minute, I use it mostly for like confirmation. So a lot of times you'll see, a stock break a new high, but on the 1 minute, it'll like close above it. But a lot of times on the 5 minute, they don't close above new highs, which kind of helps me decide if I cut or if I keep holding. So yeah, I like the 5 minute, but I like the 1 minute too. But yeah, primarily the 5. SPRC dying. I played it to 6. Probably should have kept holding, but that's all right. But I hope some of y'all are making money on it. RIME, beautiful, right back to where it started. I didn't play RIME though. I like to see it up a little bit more. But I still like this play for the most part. It did break a new high, but like I was saying, just a wick above it. If it holds above this, I'm probably just going to just cut. Because I don't want to, yeah. Let's see what it does here. Because with crypto being bullish, I could see this getting bullish too. Adding here, 290s. Like I was saying, if it breaks 3, I'm going to get out. This is kind of why I was trimming down when it got back to my average, because I thought this could happen. So now I have a decent amount of shares available to short in the 290s. But if it breaks and holds 302, where that one level was, I'm just going to get out. But I'm in 1,500 shares now. So I was only in 500. I added another 1,000 in the 290 range. About anywhere from 295 to 298. Got a 297 fill, a 296 fill, a 298. So yeah, the crypto treasury news, it's very hit or miss. Lately, it hasn't really been sustaining very well, but it is really hard to gauge. It really is. And that 302 level is the monthly pivot. That's what I was checking to see what level that was. $2 million float, CWD, risky. Bro, that's about what we trade every morning is 2 million float. We just got done with a 500,000 one with SPRC. I'm fine with 2 million, but once they get under 1 million, I usually cut profits pretty quick, but 2 million, I'm not too concerned about. They have no history of reverse split. How long have they been trading? Yeah, I mean, they'll need one soon. Look at this chart. Well, they've only been trading for barely 2 years. And yeah, I mean, they'll need one soon. And see, talking about the 200, like we were talking about earlier, if you're still on, see how it kind of came here and then pause. But they had one. I mean, I don't really base a lot of my decision on that anyways. So if it holds here, I'm probably just going to cut. But let's see. In 27 seconds, I'm going to wait and see if the 5-minute holds over it. If it does, I'll probably cut. If it doesn't, I won't stay in it. I'd like to see it under, I'd like to see it close under 302 because that's where the monthly pivot is. And it closed right at it. So technically that's above it, but it's above it by 1 cent. Something I don't like is there's no more shares available to short CWD. So that's going to keep a lot of shorts out. because I wanted to actually add a little more right here, but no shares available, so I have to sit on these 1,500 that I'm in. So my average is not the best. It's 284 because I got in a little too early on one of these other levels, but still not bad. I mean, if it breaks over, like I said, if it closes over that level, I'll get out. Anyways, 8 o'clock is not too long away. I could see this being one that gets attention stolen from it, though. Okay, I trimmed 300 or 500 shares here at break even. Actually, I'm gonna trim a little more. So I'm only in 500 shares now. So if it gets back up to this level, I'm gonna add my 1,000 back, keep moving my average up. Because 3 might be the top. Could be wrong, but I'm only in 500 shares, got out at break even. And I have 1,000 shares waiting at $2.99. Not really sure what's happening with my some of my software. It keeps saying I get disconnected. So if it stalls a little bit, my bad. So now I'm actually in the money with it, but I'm actually completely out. Just made a couple bucks on it, but I'm doing that just so I can add my full share count at $3 if it gets back up there. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If I miss a flush, I miss a flush, but I'm playing defense. It figures that this is happening today. I decided to go to work early because I'm going on vacation tomorrow. I'm not in front of my computer. Well, I'll be here every day. The market will be here every day. There's been a decent amount of I don't know if you're new, Stone Cold, but happy to have you. But this week there's been a lot of good faders, honestly. I haven't fully taken advantage of them because I've been trading a little smaller this week for personal reasons, just very distracted and trying to end the month well. But there's been a lot of opportunity and regular hours, intraday too. SOGP look like it's up 40%. I wonder what's going on with this one.
SOGP.
Beat you to it. Trade ideas. I'll get it pulled up in just a second, but I'm trying to do a little DD on it. What is going on with this one? Oh man, it's moving. No, did I miss my entry? It's about to flush. Oh, missed it. Barely. But I'll get it pulled up. SOGP. Man, by maybe a few cents. That hurts. I had an order at 553 or something, and it got up to 552. Oh, that was a clean flush too. I don't even want to look at it anymore. CWD missed the flush down. That's all right. Hope some of y'all played it. I probably shouldn't have cut all my shares there, but I did think it was about to bounce. After this candle, buyers picked up. Thought we were going to see a little bounce here. So I'm not interested in CWD anymore unless it gets back up to that $3. I'll play the test of high, but man, I'm more sad about SOGP. Barely missed that one. Did any of y'all catch it? Just covered SPRC 517. Let's go, Joseph. Good stuff, man. I jumped out too early, but I was fighting some demons playing this $500,000 float. I take my profit too quick with these because I've gotten torn up with these. So I appreciate you holding it through that, bro. That's impressive. Good job. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Makes me want to cry. Missing this one. I wouldn't have held it to this, but I probably would have held it down to $5 or this move, the 480. Yeah, Colin, that was a good one. So literally I saw it, my order, I think it was 554 or 557, whatever it is, it got to 1 cent from it, then it faded. Because a lot of times I'll slap the bid just to make sure I get a entry if I really want to get in it, but this one I didn't, and I probably should have. Waiting to go back up, Alexandru? What are you talking about? SOGP? Because it's not going back up. This one's dead. Deceased. RIP. Oh, CWD, yeah. Now, yeah, I'm gonna play it if it gets back up to 3. But again, I've been having a lot better results not playing the one that's getting the main money flow. And I would think, I mean, TELO was getting probably the main money flow, but it's slowed down substantially since it started to give back. But CWD is definitely getting the money flow right now. 20 million shares have been traded on it. Basically holding trend right now, so I'll play it, but definitely not going to be playing this one heavy. Kind of a slow morning for me. I'm literally at $280 right now. Only played 2 plays, but again, I missed some and I kind of bailed out of CWD a little early. But not kind of, I definitely did, but I was playing defense on this one. I thought it was going to pop at 280. But like, yeah, if it gets back to $3, I'll short it. But like I was saying, I actually, since it's about 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock is when most of the PRs come out. So yeah, I'll definitely be looking for an entry if it's hanging around the 3 level, or if it gets close to the 3 level at like 7:59, 8 o'clock. See if there's a decent PR that comes out that steals its attention. Because the good thing about this one, it's not making like drastic. What was it? Trend Raider, you were mentioning how it's a 2 million float risky. It is risky, but it's not making like drastic moves up anymore. You know what I mean? Like this candle was pretty intense, but the ones that like hurt me are the ones that's like, just drastically moving up quickly. And we didn't really see that with SPRC with its tiny float. Like it made a few strong candles and then it hesitated around the 200. That's why I got my entry. Man, I jumped out way too early though. But this one's not trading too sporadic, so yeah. If it gets to 7:59, I might get another entry on this one if it's at a level that makes sense. Same, Alexandria. I have an order sitting in that area, but I might trade the VWAP break if it breaks here. Since it's 8 o'clock, we'll see. Stone Cold Stock Killer. How do you locate shares to short? You got to have specific brokers for it. I use TradeZero. I do have a link in the description for it. So you just got to have a broker that, like TradeZero, they specialize in shorting. There's other ones out there as well, but most brokers don't have that option, or a lot of them don't. But yeah, it's just one extra step. You just locate the shares before and then you sell instead of buy. So it's looking a little weak here. I'm kind of tempted to get me a starter on it. If I get another move up towards 282, I'm going to get another starter on it. This is a 759.
Rhyme.
So
SPRC SOGP.
So we're going to get faked out a little bit here because it's 8 o'clock. So got me an entry at 277 small.
WHLR.
Sorry about that, guys. 8 o'clock trade ideas just freaks out.
ICCM. AQB.
Basically all the movers on the day gets called out. EDAP is up 30%. Oh, but it's basically a liquid. So I'm going to play this little move up with CWD. Add some more shares. So now my average is 283. I'm not hearing anything else running though. This ASTI is up about 25%.
Osti.
Yeah. Or Trade Idea would say Osti. Oh, it's starting to rip. ASTI.
LSB.
Okay, good. We got a chance to get attention pulled from CWD. There's a lot of things moving now. Just not getting a ton of volume. Now we're back. Now we're at a 500,000 shares traded on it. So let's see if it pulls some attention away from CWD. Maybe. Looks like it. I'm definitely in the money on it. Up about 150 bucks on it now. So I've been playing small guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and take some profit here because it's been bouncing off VWAP, but I'm holding 500 shares. But this is kind of just like the money rotation theory. So if at 8 o'clock, sometimes if it's at a level I like, obviously I'm not blindly doing this, but it was flirting with that 282 level I have marked. I'll try to enter a position, and I'm already out. So I got out at 266. And I'm holding like a very tiny share count. So I was in 1,000 shares. I'm only holding 200 now. And I might close it here. It's consistently shown that it likes to bounce here. I've been missing a lot of the flushes, but okay, I'm out. So out of the complete $1,000 position or 1,000 share position, my average is 283, I think.
GLMD.
Made a couple $100 on it. GLMD. ASTI looks like it's flushing now. Oh, not really. Still holding its gains. I kind of wish this one's up a little bit more, but it'll probably flush. GLMD already flushed, it looks like. Oh, that's the one I was looking at. I was looking at the wrong ticker. GLMD. Thought I was looking at ASTI. But yeah, ASTI is flushing too now. GLMD is back to where it started, basically. Almost at 500 on the day now, but which isn't bad because like playing pretty small. Taking profits kind of quick, but I'll take it.
SPRC.
Should have played STI. You getting a little pop? Why did we get an alert for this? I think it's the 200. That was my 200 alert, I think. No? I don't know. Whatever. Oh, yeah. I don't know why I got that alert, but all good.
CWD.
CWD. Man, if I could just catch one good flush, I'd be doing good. I've just been taking profits a little too quick. Like I said, I'm at 490 on the day. Nothing too crazy, but I'll take it because I've been taking profits quick. So yeah, I'm not in anything right now, so I was just reading through the chat on the Discord. Are some of y'all in STI? I hope so. What's CWD doing? Still looking pretty weak. Hasn't decisively broken VWAP, but it's definitely not a face ripper. Let's set my entries back up for CWD. If it gets up to the 295 to 299 range, I'm gonna enter some more.
CWD.
I don't know why I keep saying that. Ooh, ASTI coming back for a little more. What does the daily look like on this one? No, it's dancing around a previous high of a pop. What's the news with this one? I might potentially play this pop. I just don't like that it's not up. Or it's only up what? 25%, that's it. What's the news? signs MOU with Starcatcher Industries to aid proliferation of thin filmed PV solutions in space environment. I don't even know what any of that means, but I'll take it. So I got a little baby entry here. 260, 500 shares. Keeping the play and light theme going. I just don't really like it that much. I size according to conviction.
SPRC.
Bro, Trade Idea is trying to fake me out today. I have no idea why it's going out these alerts like this. Today's not a good day to try to push the trade ideas. Okay, we're getting a little flush here. You don't like ASTI's daily, so going to avoid. What is it daily? Just pulled it up, but I didn't see anything too crazy. Let me see. Yeah, well, I see what you mean. It's hanging above the 200. And it has ripped up to 3. I don't really like it either. I'm out. 257. I made like 3 cents. So I made 30 bucks. Or no, 15 bucks.
SPRC.
I just got out of break even. I don't like it that much either, Alex.
SPRC.
It's only up 25%. I don't know which one of these alerts are real. I don't know what's going on with trade ideas today. Let's see. Yeah, I got out of basically break even on this one. Put me over 500 at least. So over 500 on the day, but still a very weak morning for me. I just haven't loved a lot of these plays. I haven't taken advantage of some of these big moves like SPRC or RIME, but just consistent little base hits. CWD, second round pump. Can it get past 279? SPRC. $7, another round. Geez, this one flushed nice too. GLMD. Yeah, I don't know what to expect from CWD, honestly, right here. It might just fail at this level. Kind of boring so far. Like I said, I haven't taken advantage of some of these flushes. Taken a few good base hits, but I would like to catch one solid flush before the day's over. SOGP above VWAP. Thank y'all for the heads up. Let me get it pulled back up. I still have a sitting order for it. I got a little entry in it, but I do not love it. I do not love it, to be honest. It's only up 27%. I guess we can play the $5 psychological level. It's failed it a few times, but still don't love it. Yeah, the daily, I mean, this thing is it's hanging out above the 200. Added some more at 298, but again, still don't love it. But maybe it fails here. So my average is 288 now, or 488. On CWD, is it bouncing now? Okay, I just got filled on it, or I should. I haven't checked. Yeah, I'm in it. It didn't get to my 299 entry, but it got to my 295 entry. So back in CWD, it decided not to die. So I got another entry at 299. Feeling good about this one, just because even if it goes against me, the risk is so tiny. So my average is going to be somewhere between 295 and 299. If it breaks and holds 309, I'll just get out. Small risk, but if it fails here, there's a good chance that we might get a decent flush, at least back to VWAP. I'm going to hold this one a little bit better than I did the first time where I kind of cut, because at that point, it was still feeling very bullish. Now, I'm not saying it's not bullish, it's still honoring VWAP, but I feel a little bit more confident with it that it might fail here. And even if it doesn't, I'll lose a few cents. My 299 got partially filled. Maybe a bunch of us created a wall there because I only got about half my position filled at 299. My average is 296, so we're close, Alexandru. So yeah, like I said, I'm not going to be so quick to take profits on it this time. I need me a good flush to get me over at least $1,000 for the morning. Because I don't think I'll be doing a lot of intraday trading. I'll look for fades in the day, but we'll see. I say that a lot of times and I still do it, but I got a lot. I have a few assignments I need to do today. Oh, nice job. On SOGP, I'm going to take the rest of my profits on this one. Let's go. Wasn't in very heavy, so of course it flushed. But thank y'all for the heads up on that one. So now let's see what CWD does. Yeah, thank you, Joseph and Colin, for that. Good call. Jesus, I looked down for a second and it does that. Not a good sign, guys. So I'm gonna see if it retraces back. So here's the plan. If it breaks above this wick, I'm immediately cutting, but I want to see if it retraces back a little bit. But yeah, if it gets to 320, I'm just going to cut. Not anymore. It's not a nice fill anymore. CWD locates are pricey. When I got them, they weren't pricey. They might be pricey now. I couldn't even get more of them earlier. TradeZero is saying there's none available. But yeah, earlier I paid. Yeah, I just paid the standard $4, I think. $4 for 1,000 shares. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this one, guys. Oh well. That one didn't go as planned. I'm out. Still green on the day, but that one hurt a little bit. Luckily, the SOGP flush helped. Honestly, I just added more. I want to see if it flushes right here, because this is pretty parabolic move. Maybe parabolic's not the right word, but pretty intense move. So I'm getting some of it back now, but still that one hurt a little bit. Because the good thing about this one, it does make these intense moves up. It usually retraces back. So I wasn't in that. I was in 1,000 shares at 295, 299. Cut them, and then I added 1,500 shares back at 324. So make a little bit of it back right here. And then I'm just not going to play it anymore. Just see if it retraces back to 3 a little bit. Because this candle was kind of intense. But don't love it. I do not love it. Dang. Let's see if there's something else that looks interesting. Yeah, I'm not really trading that great this morning, guys. Yeah, no, CWD is getting the money flow. It's got 50 million shares trading. Look at the volume. COGP back up again? Is it? Yeah. If it gets back to that $5 level, may be interested. It's just there's not a lot on this. Only thing I don't like is there's not a lot on this move. But I've been scalping mostly anyways, not holding for flushes. So I'll probably play it if it gets back up here. It's already failed it 1, 2, 3 times. Actually 4. It did flush above it, but it didn't close. So yeah, if it gets back up to 4, like we played it last time, or I played it last time, if it gets to like the 495, 499 range, I'll play it. This is what I was playing. So I just got out of CWD at 305, I believe. It might flush even harder. Again, been taking profits a little too quick. Honestly, almost got it all back because I went a little heavier, 1,500 shares. So, so that was nice. I actually might have got more back. I'm not sure. No, probably not. It's just hard to tell on mobile to see what you make for each trade, because that's how I trade on the mobile. But still not happy with this, how I traded this one, but this flush down definitely helped. So my P&L is right at 500 again. So I at least made it back, but still a weak morning. I just haven't traded well, jumping out too quick. Actually, a little over 500. Oh, that was from SOGP. That's right. But I played it light as well. So if y'all see anything, let me know. But right now, I'm probably going to leave SWD alone. I'm seeing enough at this point that between the volume, the news, starting to get some momentum, I'm just not going to. I'm actually going to sell my locates back since apparently the shares are expensive now. And I can't even get any more shares on TradeZero. So maybe I'll get a credit back, but that'll force me not to trade this one. But yeah, I don't want to trade the potential runner because y'all have heard me say this before. After 8:30, they still are making new moves high, or yeah, higher moves up. There's a tendency for them to remain bullish, at least to market open, and especially if they're making new highs after 9 o'clock. I'll usually avoid them. Yeah, John Smith. I am out of it now.
LGHL.
Ooh, this one's almost up 50% already. Yeah, I'm definitely playing this one. Let's go. Maybe this is my redemption one. Got me some locates on it. Moving up fast. LGHL. Pulling it up now. Ooh. Oh, I got to cover some right here. Let's see. Oh, it's already bounced back. This one, is this a low flow? Because this thing is trading crazy. It's already took half my profit on it. So I'm still holding some shares. I had a crazy good entry. I had two, what was it? Let me pull it up. Yeah, 279 entry. So then I got some out at 258. Holding on to the rest. Already covered 80% of my position. Because again, after 8:30, these pops tend to not fade as strong sometimes. So I'm only going to hold 200 shares, see if it flushes. It's flushing, still holding, still holding. I'm out. Cool. That helped. Come on. Now I'm at right under $1,000 on the day. Dang, I should have held a little bit more of them. So I got out of 800 shares pretty quick, and then I held a couple hundred. Hope y'all were able to catch that one. Nice little flush. Okay, maybe I'll get over $1,000. We still have an hour before market opens. Trade ideas paid for itself right there, because I would not have seen that one. Let's go. If y'all are still holding, I hope y'all are banking. Let's go. Yeah, it was moving fast, Alexander. That was a tough one. I honestly, I'm not even pretend like it wasn't luck. I got a little lucky. I got filled in the high 270s and it only went to 280. So every now and then you get lucky. I'll take it. Should have held more. This thing is flushing clean. But I'm honestly happy with how I played it. Can't complain. Hope y'all made some money on that one. CWD down dancing around 3. Oh, it did flush down to what, 290? Nice. Still not interested though. Yeah, I got a decent credit for CWD. Cool. Got almost $20 back for 1,500 shares. Not bad. Makes me feel better for how bad I played CWD. Yeah, no, this was a nice one. This was a nice one. Again, it's kind of been the theme today. Took profit a little too quick, but did at least hold some runners down to the 230s. So you know how I talk about I like seeing things above 50%, Omar? I don't know how long you've been here, but so this is why. So a lot of times if you see in one intense candle like this, let me pull up the 1 minute. This might have been 1 minute. Yeah, see, this was basically a 1 minute candle. It made basically almost like a dollar move. So what tends to happen is when there's a parabolic move like this, the next candle is usually red. So the trick is getting in. I try to get in at key levels. When it's moving fast, it's kind of hard, but if I see it's up 50, 60, 70, especially if it's up 100%, a lot of times the next candle, if it's not too tiny of a float, if the news is not absolutely amazing, you'll see a retrace like this. So not usually, I mean, sometimes this intense, but a lot of times it might just be this candle right here, then it makes the next move. That's why I tend to take profits quick and I'll miss some of the flush and I'll just leave runners. So that's kind of the concept. Because if they go up 20%, sometimes the next candle is another green candle, then another green candle till it gets to 50%. And then it doesn't tend to flush. But if there's like a parabolic move like this, especially on like the 5 minute, that's why I have my trade idea scanner set for if it goes up a certain percentage in 1 minute. It's not like it gives me alerts if the stock is up 50%. No, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for in one candle, a basically excessive move. You know, that's what I get an alert for, because usually the next candle is red. Maybe not as intense as this. This is whenever you get, you know, it does happen. We've seen it a few times today. Like, look at this one, you know, and this actually isn't even the best example, but so that's the concept behind it. And you also, I'll trade levels and stuff too, but these are, when you hit these, they're nice. Yeah, all good, bro. Ask away. The problem is if they're too low of a float, sometimes you'll keep seeing these green candles. But yeah, no, it works more times than it doesn't. At least for me. Can't promise anything, but and trend rater, like you were saying, first retracement is a must and isn't a sign of weakness. Yeah, it's just like almost because a lot of times you'll see a retracement and then the next candle after that might be green and it could break a new high. So that's why I tend to take the profits kind of quick and miss some of the flushes. But I left some runners on this one, so I'll take it. Anyways, I don't know why I'm staring at it now. That moves over. So CWD. Yeah, honestly, guys, I don't like anything else right now. Omar, my problem is that I struggle to cut losses quickly. Yeah, no, I'm kind of in that same boat. It's something that I'm still working on too. Especially so that's the downside of these pumps. Like when there's clear levels like this, I'm pretty good at cutting losses because I try to get entries where if it goes against me, I can get out relatively quick and it not hurt. But the problem with like pops like this is, so let's say I got in at 270 and then within a couple seconds, it gets up to like 320 or something. Now, and I entered 1,000 shares. So that means I'm down $400 just like that, you know? So what I'll tend to do sometimes is like average up, especially if it's at a key level. And sometimes they break and then you got to decide what to do with that position because it's easy to cut a position when you're only down a little bit, but when it makes a drastic move against you, my instinct is to like, okay, let's average up, let's save this because I'm pretty good at that, sadly. I mean, it's good, but it also has taught me bad habits. So it's just a skill that you're going to have to, you know, you got to have a level where you're like, if it gets here, I'm out, you know, and that's what I've done. That's how I've combated it because I like to average out. And that's what I did with that. Y'all know if y'all are in the circle group or the Discord, INHD, I got bailed out with this one because it moved against me way too quick. So I thought I could just average up on this one and I got caught in this halt. Then it opened up here and then I was very red. So I kept averaging up. I was actively trading it though on pops and then I was taking some profit. Well, not profit, but trimming down. And I kept doing that. But then when it made this final move, I was down pretty bad. So I just set a stop at a level. I was like, you know what? If it hits it, it hits it. And then it faded back and I ended up doing really well with this play. But the point is, it's still something I'm struggling with too. What usually happens during the month is I'll go the whole month without making a stupid play like that. And then one day I'll like have a decently red day. Not proud of it, but that's how it happens. But I haven't had one this month, knock on wood, because that's kind of why I've been trading lighter, because I usually don't trade this light. I usually trade a little heavier, but I'm at 40K on the month, so I'm trying to go without a black swan event this month. LGHL, I don't. Let me look at the. So the monthly pivot's at 2. That's basically what it got up to. I might try to get back in this one in a second. Yeah, I'm gonna get it back in it. I still have my locates. But again, if it's making new bounces or new highs at this time, you got to have your guard up a little bit. But it's not breaking a new high; it's just a bounce. But I am going to get an entry here. So I got a little entry here, and I'll add at 269 as well. And then if it breaks a new high, I'll cut. But in small as of right now, a little heavier at 269 if it gets up there. But I got a 259 entry. Kind of the same concept. Big move. I'm expecting a little bit of a retracement. What setups do you use for the screener to find these jumps? I really need to make a video on it because I've had to help a few people set up their trade ideas. I love trade ideas, and I only use like 10% of what trade ideas is capable of. But I set my, it's very simple what I set it up. So I'll show you real quick. So if I go to like configurations, it might be hard for you to see, but I just have price 90 cents to 15, change from close 15, so it has to be at least 15% up. I don't play those, but I like to just be aware of them. Change in 1 minute, it has to go up 15% in 1 minute, and then it has to have at least 15 share volume. I don't have float on here. I've traded, and then the alerts I get are just the new highs, and if it makes pre-market highs. So on top of it, it has to be breaking a high or a 1 minute volume spike, which means it's trading 40x what it typically trades. I get a notification for that candle. So pretty simple setup, to be honest. So I got my 269 fill on this one. So again, like if it breaks a new high here, I'm just going to cut, because if they get bullish after this time, like I said, they tend to stay that way. And I'm seeing some pretty big numbers on the bid. So I'm at my full 1,000 shares now. Added some more at 280. And you'll probably just heard me say if it breaks a new high. I can't really see, the sun is, I need to close my blinds, but I'm getting a glare. But it technically did break a new high. Usually don't have to worry about a glare. But it didn't hold over that. So this is why I like trading the 5 minute, because technically it did break a new high, but it's not holding. So I'm not really concerned until it holds over it. And it could, like I said, after 8:30, if they break new wicks up like this or new highs, they tend to keep going. But this is just a retest. I think it still has a good chance it could flush here. Should have waited for my entry. I didn't think we were going to get a full retest on this one. So trim some here at 269. Only made a few dollars on it, but I wanted to get my average back down. So if it gets back up to 280 again, I'll add those 500 shares back. Because I'm always trying to like scoop my average up, and I do that by just, if it gets back to break even, or even if I'm a little red, sometimes I'll close it if I think I need to move my average up. So I've been playing more defensive lately. But tomorrow's Friday, so I like to go heavier on Fridays. Try to end the month well. Looks like CWD. Yeah, it might be getting some attention pulled away from it now. Oh no, it's looking pretty bullish to me. Yeah, it might not be a bad retest here, but I'm staying away. Oh, I see what you're saying, BG. CWD has been good to me long before. Nice. We could break past 268. I think we got a good chance. There it goes. It's definitely not cleanly flushing. I mean, it's not flushing really at all, but it's there's a little bit of a war going on in this level, 270 to around 270. And by the way, I added a little more at 279, so I'm back in 1,000 shares. So if we get a clean flush, that'd be nice. But yeah, I added 500 more shares at 279. Whenever it came back to 270 originally, I shedded 500, or got rid of, closed, whatever the terminology is, and then I added some more at 279. So let's see what it does here. It wants to break over that level. Man, I think it's going to. It's definitely not doing it cleanly. I don't even think I looked at this news. What is the news on this one? Did it have any news? I'm not seeing news on it. LGHL. This thing wants to break. Overall, not bad dilution. Dang, this got a tiny float too. Jeez. They have a pretty good cash position too. Dang, 35 months of cash. Yeah, if this one breaks, I'm gonna just cut because I'm not gonna try to fight a $500,000 float. And it's a Hong Kong stock. Yeah, there's a lot of red flags here. It says institutional ownership 20%, Hong Kong, tiny float. Yeah, I don't like this one. So when I get an opportunity to get out, I probably will. I might just get back out at break even. So I trimmed some. So I'm back only in 500 shares. So basically trim some at break even because I think there's a chance this could rip. And we're seeing it now. See if it holds this time. Yeah, there's a lot of red flags with this one I don't like. Chinese plus baby float plus good cash position plus breaking new highs at 9 o'clock. A lot of red flags here. Still in my 500 shares, but getting ready to cut them. And we just got a decent flush there. Back under that level. It can't hold. So that's why I haven't cut it yet, is because it is struggling to hold over that 280 level. And it might eventually. It's trying. But my average is 240, 275 right now. So again, even if it, I probably should just get out here and just, I didn't now. Probably should have. It is 9 o'clock. There might be some potential new PRs coming out that might steal a little bit of his attention. But the problem about the money rotation theory with this one is that it's a Chinese stock or a Hong Kong stock. So I don't know what kind of manipulation is going on in the background. So I'm about 10 cents in the money, so I'm just going to get out here. Again, I might miss a move. It put me over, let's see. Yeah, it put me over $1,000 on the day. Oh, SOGP, I got a fill on it. I wasn't even paying attention. It got back up to $4.99 apparently. Oh, it did. Let's go. Okay. I wasn't even looking. So I just had an order waiting there. It's kind of dangerous, guys. I'm not going to tell you I'm not going to recommend it. I'm not going to recommend anything to y'all, but sometimes it works out like this. Because if it would have ripped up, I would have hurt. So yeah, now I'm at 1100 on the morning, so I feel a little bit better. Slow start, but I'm out of LGHL. Again, I've been jumping out a little quick this morning, but this one has a lot of red flags. I haven't been looking at the comments. What are y'all saying? No news, but Singapore and China float, not China. What is it? Oh, yes, Hong Kong. Yeah. But they very, yeah. I've seen some Hong Kong tickers do some questionable things. Let's just say that. See you, Alexandru. Here's the flush. I'm gonna miss it, but that's kind of been the theme today. But like I said, I've been playing a little bit more defensive this week. I just want to end the month strong. June and July, I had great months, and I let like one day kind of wreck the whole month. Still ended green on those months, but not very impressively. Not much in the bank once you do the locate fees and stuff. So yeah, again, nothing's looking too exciting to me, guys. Definitely not playing market open today. LGHL back up. Might not be a bad retest. It failed it 1, 2, 3 times, but again, there's a lot of red flags for me. So I just broke a number that I'm satisfied with, so I don't want to force it. I've already been playing kind of defensive, so I'm about to really start playing defensive. So I'm just going to ignore it. But not saying it's not a bad entry, but that's for you to decide. And thank y'all for the tuning in today and the new subscribers. So if you don't know, I live stream here on YouTube Monday through Thursday. Friday, I do exclusively for the Discord group. We'll be live streaming there and also live streaming the end of day fades for tomorrow, as long as I don't get pulled away. But the plan is to live stream the end of day fades, probably my favorite play for sure, my most consistent play. We did it last Friday and we were 3 for 3. So I think I still remember them: MODX, EEIQ, and LIMN. Surprised I remember those, but they faded very nicely last Friday. So looking forward to that stream tomorrow to hopefully end the month on a good note. But I might wrap up here a little early today because I don't see myself playing any more of these. So on that note, I appreciate y'all tuning in, and I will see y'all in the Discord group. That's those of y'all that are in there. I'll post alerts throughout the day if I see them, but again, I don't plan on playing market open, but I will be active for end of day fades, see if there's any good setups that I think will fade. Called a pretty solid one yesterday as well. So hopefully we'll see some more. But anyways, see y'all later. Thanks for tuning in.